Hello, Banana Dongle here. I'm going to show you how to add some really interesting labels to your scenes in OBS using the Twitch Alerts app that they have for Windows. So the first thing you want to do is go to the Twitch Alerts website, and you're going to want to launch Twitch Alerts, and you'll connect with Twitch. So if you're already logged in and you've already approved the app, you'll get to this page here. And a lot of people use the alert boxes to do follow alerts and other fun little pop-ups during their stream. But you can also go here to Stream Labels. And from there you can click this button to download their application. And you'll see that it comes down here and downloads to the Downloads directory. And you can double-click on setup.exe, run it. And you'll get a little security warning, but that's okay. Just go ahead and click Install. And it's going to ask where you want to put your output folder. So what I've done is in my documents, I've created a directory called Twitch Strings. And so you just want to select that and then hit Select Folder. And this page will pop up here. Now from here, you might want to adjust some of the settings. So for example, you've got a bunch of different text files that it's going to write for you in that Twitch, in that output folder that you selected. So if you can get donations, if you've linked your Twitch Alerts account with PayPal so that it can track your donations, then you can actually track donations and put them as strings up on OBS. I don't do donations, so I'm going to skip over that section. You can also do subscribers if you are a partner and want to do subscribers as well. But I'm going to focus in on followers, and what I'd really like to show is my most recent follower. So I select that, and then you can change the string that it's actually going to write. So this little tag right here in brackets, name, is going to be the name of the most recent follower to your stream. And then you can write anything else that you want in the string. So I call my followers the Banana Bunch. So I'm going to say that whatever follower name it is the newest banana in the bunch. One thing that you're going to want to do, especially if you are going to use a scrolling string in OBS, is to add a couple of spaces in front, not behind, but in front here, just so that it doesn't run together while it's scrolling around. So I've set that string up, and I'll hit Save and Close, and it'll write all of the strings again. And the other string that I'm most interested in is the session follower count. So what you can do is every time you start streaming, and I'll go back and show you this, you can click this Restart Session button, and it will start tracking the number of follows you have just for that particular stream. So if you're streaming for a couple of hours today, you can click that at the start of your stream, and then it'll count the number of followers you get during that stream. So that's what that restart session is for. So you would click that at the start of each stream. And then here in the settings, I'm going to go to followers, and I'm going to click on the session follower count. And I'm just going to say new friends today, and then I'm going to use this little bit of string here. It's in brackets called count, and that's going to be the actual count of the number of followers in that session. And then I'll hit save. And there's a bunch of other strings too that you can use if you want to. You can do the total follower count, so how many followers you have total, and that will increase as you gain followers. You can do session followers, and what this does is it actually prints a list, and it's going to be a comma separated list of usernames of the people who followed you. So you can also do that's pretty powerful too. You can also do like a scrolling list of people who followed you for that session. You can also do the session most recent follower, but I don't see much difference between the session most recent follower and just your general most recent follower, so I don't use that one at all. So now that we've got our strings being written, let me show you where they are being saved. So I selected in the Documents folder, I selected the Twitch strings, where is it? Twitch strings directory here. And you can see it writes individual text files for each of the items that it keeps track of. So if you want to see the session followers list, you double click on that and it'll pop up this, and it'll just show the usernames of all of the people that have followed you in your most recent session since you've clicked that reset or restart session button. And so you could use this as a scrolling list if you wanted to. But this is where all of these strings are, and that's important to know, because what you're going to do is you're going to come over here to OBS and you're going to right click in sources for one of your scenes. You're going to say add text, and you're going to give it a name like most recent followers. Click on that, and then you can set a bunch of options. I usually like to do like a Courier font, but you can really do any font that you want that's in your list there. And I do about a size 32, and I always make it bold. And what I like to do is use white as the main color and then use an outline of black. So no matter what the text is going to be overlapping, like what's behind that text, it'll still be readable whether it's a light background or a dark background. So, and I usually increase this to about 6 on the thickness. Now the important part to link it to that text file is this, to use text from file, and you'll click browse. And that's where you will go to that documents folder, and you will select text Twitch strings, or wherever you've decided to put these files. And then let's say if I want to do the most recent follower, and we'll click on that, and then we'll click OK. And you'll see that it puts it up here in the corner of the stream, and it'll probably show up in the corner of the stream as well. But you'll want to say edit scene, and you can move, if I can grab hold of it here, you can move this around anywhere you want it to be. And if you want to do a scrolling effect, you'll want to right click on that and go to properties, and you'll want to select, where is it, scroll speed. And my recommendation here on scroll speed is to match the frames per second that you are outputting. So if you're doing 30 frames a second on your stream, you'll probably want to set this to 30. That'll give you the smoothest scroll. If you're doing 45 like I am, you can do a speed of 45. So I'm going to do 30 for now, and hit OK. And you can see that it is scrolling in this space. If you want to make it a different size, then right click on there and go to properties again and say use custom text extents. And you'll see that it's put it into a tiny little box over here because it's saying that the size is 100 by 100. So if I want to increase the size of the width of that, I can set 500 by 100. Or I can say 300 pixels by 100 pixels, and it'll just shorten the box that the text is scrolling in. And so you can actually add as many of these as you want. So if I just go to text and add follower list, for example, and click OK. And again, I'm going to change my font here, Courier New, and my size, and bold, and use my outline. And I'm going to scroll 30. I'm going to use this. I'm going to say 500. And again, the most important part is when you select, I'll go back here and do that a little quickly, when you select use text from file, and that's when you're going to click on browse. And for here, I'm going to say session followers, I believe. And if you want to, you can just click open, and to view, right click and click open just to see if that's the text file that you actually want. Click open, and then hit OK. And again, I'll edit my scene here, and that'll let me drag that around, and then hit edit scene anywhere, and that will show you the scroll of your most recent followers for that session. Now you'll want to keep this program running during your entire stream, because it will constantly poll it'll constantly go back to Twitch and ask for this data and then write it to the text files. And so as the text files change, your text strings here will actually change. And that's it. You can use, I think they have 28 different strings that it outputs depending on your use, and it's all based on Twitch alerts. So if you wanted to set up like the donations, for example, you'll need to go in, I believe, is it here? I don't remember exactly where it is because I don't use donations. Your donation URL is right here, and you'll have to go into Twitch alerts and you'll have to set it up so that it's monitoring your PayPal and all that, so you actually get the money. But you can do that with donations as well, and if you're a partner, you can also do a partner scrolls as well on OBS. So that's it. That's just a quick and easy tutorial on how to do the text on using the Twitch alerts app. I hope you find it useful, and happy streaming.